Hey everyone, this is Erin Stelter, and this is week 3, video 1. And we're talking about why Batman could be considered a myth. And I would say that the story of Batman ticks off a lot of the things we've been talking about in class that make up a myth. For example, just to start, we've talked a lot about Joseph Campbell's monomyth idea, which involves the acts of departure, initiation, and a return by the hero. And I would say that Batman goes through all of these steps, but maybe on a more psychological level. Like he kind of departs sanity after seeing his parents murdered in front of him. And his initiation would be that time, that he goes through the anger and grief, and then his return would be when he takes all of that anger and focuses it on his mission to fight crime and get rid of crime in Gotham. And then also in the myth of the American superhero, where Lawrence and Jewett talk about the American monomyth, Batman fits into that as well, because they talk about an important element is that a community is besieged by evil outsiders. And obviously all through the Batman stories, Gotham City is being attacked by the supervillains, of course, but also just general corruption as well. As they also talk about with the American monomyth, Batman embraces heroic violence to fight this crime, and he is a vigilante and uses vigilante justice. And we also see Batman as he's kind of the archetype of an anti-hero. He's seen as a loner, although there are several people in his life that surround him, such as Alfred, who's kind of his guide and his conscience, and he always has a Robin figure with him, not always, but usually, who's his sidekick and kind of humanizes him, and then he typically also has some sort of romantic interest, either in like Selena Kyle or Vicky Vale. Some of the other elements of being a myth is he has a code name, a secret identity. He has a symbolic costume that he has a symbol of the bat. He's embraced the characteristics of a bat, which some more ancient myths go into, kind of that half human, half animal mythology, and he kind of takes that on. The story of Batman is bigger than the actual man Batman within the story. So within the story of Batman, he's mythic to the villains and to the people in Gotham. They kind of see him as a mythic character as well. And so let's see. We also can liken him to some of the ancient gods of the underworld that we've seen in history, because he lives in his bat cave, and he's also separate from Gotham. He lives in Wayne Manor, which is always depicted as kind of like this dark, off, alone place. And then he also, there's a lot of symbology used throughout Batman. The bats are seen as nighttime creatures, frightening. There's a play on night, N-I-G-H-T, and night, K-N-I-G-H-T, which we see a lot. So he, he's a knight where he's saving Gotham, but he's also embracing the night and the darkness. So he's not that bright, shining hero. So, and also there's a overall, I'd say, moral to the Batman stories, and that is, since Batman doesn't actually have superpowers, he has just worked hard to overcome his lack of super abilities, as well as his past and maybe his psychological issues. And that's kind of, we see that as an American quality, to work hard to get what you want in life. And so he's worked to overcome all of his limitations to increase, his strength and his knowledge and his intellect, and to become the superhero that we all know and love. So thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing your videos, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. Thanks. Bye.